I'm willing to talk about my experience in Japan. I went to Japan when I was 13 years old, and I'm so uncomfortable while I'm walking in the streets of Tokyo because I can't find any trash bins. And at the same time, however, I was also impressed by how clean the city is. And my tour guide, who was living in Tokyo for more than 8 years, told me that native Japanese people have been used to live without the trash bin because of their garbage disposal system. And a lot of people may have heard about this system, but maybe they don't have no idea how the system works. So now I'll introduce the system by looking at the geographic location of Japan. Well, from this picture, we can see that Japan is right here, located on the left corner of the picture. And this red belt area was called the Ring of Fire, which I usually call it a cursed area, because well, it basically is a major area in the Pacific Ocean where large of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur. And Japan is absolutely completely covered by this area. So the latest large earthquake is something called the Tohoku earthquake, and it also causes a large tsunami. According to the report from National Police Agency of Japan, more than 15,000 people died in this disaster. And besides those earthquakes, Japan also has a lot of active volcanoes, and the latest eruption of is the Sakajima eruption, which occurred this year. And the Daily Mail reported that it resulted in a 5-meter high column of ash, but fortunately no casualties. Even though we ignore about these earthquakes, these volcanoes, Japan is still not a comfortable place for living, because more than 73% of Japan was covered by forests and mountains, which is also suitable for agriculture, for industrial or the residential use. So because of the natural environment, Japan has actually few natural resources to use. Like I mentioned before, they only have the 23% of the mainland to live. So that makes the Japan has the most densest, the highest popular density among the developed country. And compared with my country, China, which is a country famous for the large population, our population density is actually 145 people per square kilometer, and Japan is about 341, which more than twice to our country. And besides the scarcity of land, Japan actually suffers the lack of other natural resources. Based on the CIA Facebook, well, by the way, it's not that social networking Facebook. It's actually a database from the CIA on the website. Well, based on the CIA Facebook, Japan has virtually no natural energy resources, and it is the largest importer of coal and liquid natural gas. So, because of its location and the scarcity of resources, Japan has to think about the solution to more efficiently use their resources, and that's what we call sorting trash. According to an article published on the New York Times, Japanese government handed a 27-page booklet to every resident about how to sort trash. Well, I'll give you several straightforward examples. For example, for this bottle of water, the top of the bottle is kind of a category, and the wrap paper is another category. Then the bottle goes to the plastic. Also, another example will be the lipstick. The lipstick will go to the burnable category. However, the lipstick tubes, after content have been used up, it will go to the small metal or the plastic. So we can see how detailed this booklet can be. And I interviewed one of my Japanese friend, and she told me that her family have to put the garbage into the certain bags and trash them out at a certain day or time. If they threw out the garbage on the wrong time, the garbage will be sent back or just left there. Also, and as for the trash, some of them will be burned, and the resulting heat will be reused as to create power, and some of them will be used to reclamation. So Japan is not as lucky as the United States. They don't have a lot of plants for agriculture, but that's why they came up this brilliant strategy for the disposal. And here are some pictures I took from Japan. If any of you want to travel abroad, I highly recommend this place, and you will be impressed not only by their disposal system.